This video is going to teach you about the quest settings for the PKMTracker website. If you haven't done so already, come over here and select quests from your mode options. And you should see a screen similar to this one that contains icons for Pokemon, items, and Stardust. So if you want to know more about a particular quest, just click on it. Sometimes you'll see the name of the quest up here. You'll see when it was created, which is relevant if Niantic began or ended an event in the middle of the day. Oftentimes they change the quests when they do that. So this can let you know whether or not this quest is still accurate. It's going to show you the type of the quest, what you're going to have to do to complete the quest, and the rewards you're going to get if you complete the quest. It's worth noting that several of these Pokemon quests have a choice of what you can encounter. Okay, for example, this one, power up a Pokemon 5 times. Your encounter could be any one of the Gen 1 starters, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. The map actually knows which one of those you're going to get. You're not going to see a Squirtle here and end up with a Charmander. If you don't know where the Pokestop is located, you can click on this drop pin icon. It will give you some coordinates and turn-by-turn directions. So let's go ahead and reduce some of these marker settings. In fact, we're going to delete all of them and just add back in the ones we want. So we're going to go to Settings, Quests, Advanced, and Priorities. We're going to go up to Options. We're going to select them all. We're going to come down to the bottom and we're going to change them all. And then we're going to hide them all. We're going to save the layer. Always remember to save. We're going to go back and we're going to go right back up into options and we're going to deselect them all right away. That's going to prevent us from ever changing all of them as a block. If we close out of this, we'll see that all of the quests vanish. So now let's add back in the ones that we want. I recommend not scrolling up and down this list just because there are so many things that aren't actually going to be a quest reward. Not all Pokemon can be a quest reward, and there's several of these options that are for items that are coded in the game but are not currently available for quest rewards or even currently available in game at all in some cases. So I'm going to come up here to the search bar and I'm going to type in Stardust. And you'll see again, we have some options that are not currently available in game. It would be nice if I could get 2,000 Stardust as a reward. The 500 one here is actually going to show you the 500 Stardust quest and the 200 Stardust quest. Okay, so I'm going to select some of these, and as I'm doing that, you can see that they're turning blue. And this number down here is going up. And that's just going to let me know that when I click on this bottom button, I'm going to be changing all of them all at once. So I'm just going to add in a few more items that I would like to get every day. And my list is probably going to be different than yours, so don't feel compelled to copy off of me. We all want different stuff out of this game, and we all have different goals. And I'm going to add in a few Pokemon as well. So now that I have everything that I think I want, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to change these quests, okay? So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to set them all on high. Now you can set them however you want, and that's just simply going to determine the size of the marker that you're going to see. So if you're changing a whole bunch all at once, you might want to put it on low, just so that you don't get any of those big clusters. I'm going to go ahead and click Save Layer. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to deselect them all right away so that I don't accidentally change them again. If I close out of this, you'll see now that I have a bunch of quests on my screen to complete for the day. And these are things that I absolutely want to do that are most important to me. Now, if I had a day when I was able to devote several hours to completing quests, I might want more to appear than just these ones that you see here. So I'm going to add those other quests that I also like to do, but I don't absolutely have to do on a daily basis in preset 2. So right now it's set on preset 1, and if you click on it, you can change it to a different preset. And you'll notice that all of them come back up again, and that's because we haven't saved anything in our settings for this preset yet. So I'm going to go back into settings, and I'm going to switch it over to preset 2. Just because you changed it down here doesn't mean that in the settings it's going to be changed. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're changing the settings for the preset you actually want to change it for. And I'm just going to run through this real fast. We're going to delete them all again. Remember to save the layer. Remember to delete the group as a block. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in some things that I would like to see, some shiny Pokemon that I missed, or just some quests that are easy to complete, because that's another good way to stack Stardust if you have Star Piece on, is by completing some of the Pokemon encounters. So now that I have a bunch of quests that I want to change, I'm going to come down here, I'm going to add them back in. I'm going to set them to low this time because I expect to see more Pokemon markers. I'm going to save that layer and go back, and I'm going to deselect them so that I don't accidentally change them again. And when I close out of it, you'll see now that for my preset 2, I have quite a few markers that come up. So my preset 1 is things that I absolutely want to complete on a daily basis. And my preset 2 is other ones that I also like to do. And then the preset 3, I'm going to leave alone. Although, of course, you're free to do what you want. But I like to be able to check a nearby Pokestop just to see what it is sometimes, see if it's worth spinning. So now that I've made all these changes, I definitely want to save them. I don't want to have to do this work again. So I'm going to go down into settings, and I'm going to back out of my quest settings, and I'm going to choose app. I'm going to choose backup. I'm going to save, and I'm going to confirm that I want to save.